everybody, welcome to the Makeup Monday. It's me, the Kate. Hi. It's been a big week again. I feel like I always have big weeks this year. It's definitely accurate. I've done so much more this year for Children of Proteus than we've done any year previous event-wise. So it feels like every week I'm coming to see you guys and I'm like, ah. But no, it's been fantastic. This past weekend marked like kind of the last thing I'm doing until August, and then August is just going to be chaos, but I'm really excited because I have a full month ahead of me where I get to just focus on art and creating, and I don't really have to go anywhere, and I'm actually pretty excited for that. I'm going to try to stay as productive as possible. Hope maybe I'll do a couple live streams in there other than Makeup Monday just to make sure I'm being productive, but we'll see what happens. Hello, Becky. Hello, Mike. Hello, Jen. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hello. But yeah, hi, guys. Hi. And then we have Puppy Cam. Oh, hi. You're being much calmer now. Like 2 seconds ago, she was like, nah. But hi, everybody. Welcome in. You guys are fantastic, and I love you all. All right, so we're going to start. We're just putting our hair back while we wait to start up a little bit. So today we're doing Tiktaalik. Today is the final day of our extinct fish. We did this is our 4th week of extinct fish, and it is the final week. So we're ending with Tiktaalik, which is his name translates to like reptile fish, because he is the first kind of link from us, like in evolution, from going from in the water always to going on land. And so essentially he's the first fish with shoulders is the way I look at that. But yeah, I'm super excited because I actually absolutely love Tiktaalik. He's actually one of my favorite like creatures in general. Like when people ask me like what my favorite fish is, I'm like, that is a complicated question. I don't know how to answer that most of the time. But I'm very excited to be doing Tiktaalik tonight. It is my absolute favorite, and we will get started as soon as I figure out how to braid my hair. I am struggle bussing right now. But yeah, I'm super pumped about it. Oh. Jen, while you are on, I'm going to say a big old thank you to you, Miss Madam. You were our first donor for Extra Life so far this year. Thank you, my dear. So as a treat, she didn't really donate for anything. She just kind of donated. So I actually sent her a message this week and went, hey, Charlie's going to be doing one of those live Korea videos where he eats things. Do you want to choose what out of these 3 things I have, what he eats? And yeah, so this Saturday when Charlie was very tired doing a live stream, I feel kind of bad because that's like early in the morning for him. Like 7 p.m. Central Time for him is 9 in the morning. So it was a little early for him on a Saturday morning, but he did it. He's going to be doing that a lot more. But I say you guys donate, you guys choose. So thank you, Miss Jen, for the fantastic donation to our Extra Life charity stream. I had to teach myself. I'll have to be honest with you, Zia. Because I've always had short hair. I never had hair long enough to braid. So it wasn't until like I think 2 years ago I learned how to braid my own hair. And I would argue by looking at this side that I'm not even that good. But I am self-taught hair braider, and it's very recent. One of the last times I had long hair, I finally learned how to braid my hair. All right. Oh, my arms are so sore, and we're going to get into that. So, hi. All right, first of all, I'm going to pull up my video on here so I can see your comments without having to look off to the side here. Also, I'm going to do a quick share of the video. If you guys would be so kind as to share it on your own pages and be like, hey, come check out this lovely lady. She does fish makeup and other aquatic-themed makeup every week. Hey, I'd be eternally grateful to you all because you're all amazing. And I love talking to you guys, and I want to meet your friends. Introduce me to your friends. Are you ashamed? Because you shouldn't be. All right, I'm going to pull it up so I can see all the things you pretty people are saying on my face. And hopefully this week we won't cut out like last week. That was bizarre. Like we just cut out halfway through the stream. Oh God, my volume is on. Oh, thank you, Zia. All right. Look at that puppy. Look at that sweet, sweet puppy. All right. Oh, no. Don't turn your volume on, Kate. Keep the volume just like that so I can see your comments. He was a champ. I really appreciate him for being willing to go live early for himself on a weekend. Because he does work very hard in Korea, and I feel bad being like, hey, no, if you're going to go live, this is the time you have to do it. And him being like, but that's sleep time. So I really appreciate him for that. Hello, Chris Anderson. Welcome in. All right, so as I said, today is Tiktaalik. It is the very last of our extinct fish of the month for the month. Today's poll is letting you guys decide what our theme for next month is going to be. So, real quick, I'm going to post that poll. So, what do you want our theme for the next month, 4 weeks to be? What do you want our theme to be? Invasive species, damselfish, triggerfish, or trout? Because all three of those all three of the last three, damselfish, triggerfish, and trout, all have about 40 subspecies of them. So there's a whole bunch of different designs we can do. But, I mean, we can also do one on invasive species. We've done a couple in the past, including the snakehead fish, which is the face of Jack the Ripper in our comic book series. And we've done the lionfish, who is one of my characters, Gilda. Those are also an invasive species in America, so we can always do a month of invasive species as well. But all of those have a ton of options that we could explore for the next 4 weeks. You guys get to decide over the course of the video what you'd like to see. Feel free to jump over to Google and look at some examples, because once we have a more defined winner, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys what kinds you'd want to see. So keep that in mind. I would say feel free to vote as you go, but that is what I want from you kids right now. I want you guys to go vote. I did hear that you guys got the puppy. He sent me a picture, and it was precious. It made me very happy. Okay, I need brushes. I need brushes. But yeah, I'm very happy you guys got that puppy. How was everybody else this week, though? But yeah, no, I loved all the pictures Austin sent me. Like, I live for that puppy and how much that puppy loves Austin. Like, I love that puppy. Yes. All right, Kate. Put things on your face. That's why people are here. Yes. Oh, sweet Bubber too. I can't live without her. Actually, this year, I said at the beginning of this video, this year has been kind of like I've done more Children of Proteus stuff than we've ever done previous, and I've had to like have Artemis be watched for like multiple weekends in a row, and that has been killing me on the inside because all I want to do is cuddle my dog. Like I'm very emotionally dependent on my dog. It turns out having withdrawals from her nearly every weekend, just being like, I just want my dog. But I got ratties since I was. Oh, you got rats. Oh, didn't you say something about that? That's exciting. That's exciting, my sir. You have to send me pictures now. I just want you to know that's what that requires is pictures. I need pictures. I am sustained by cute animal pics. That's how I live. Who pays me? Oh, she's super sweet. And now we're going to have 1 Norse god, 2 Egyptian gods, and 2 Greek gods. Oh, fantastic. I love that. All right, Kate, quick picture of Tiktaalik. So fun fact, as you guys have known, as I kind of brought up in the last couple of videos, is that Tiktaalik is not necessarily you know, there's no actual photographs of Tiktaalik other than, you know, like computer generated images that people have made, as well as like its actual skeleton that people like have dug up. So it's one of those things where there's a lot, other than like the shape of its head, which I cannot recreate, there's a lot of leeway in how it's designed to look. There are some distinct features that I actually am going to get in tonight, where it's going to be the elongated mouth. There's going to be some lines around this area that are going to be like kind of distinct, like making some distinctions in the face. But a lot of it's kind of like guess and check work, because as people have found with finding more and more dinosaur bones and stuff like that, is that the color is kind of just a mystery across the board. So we're going to go with a green and a blue with a little bit of a black going on. That's, I think, what we're going to aim for tonight. So I'm going to start with a base of green that we will move on from there. Hello, Chris McCallum. Hello. I will. All the pics. Excellent. Yes. Sustain me. Sustain me. Oh, God. I'm really excited for this month to get stuff done, and I have so much to do, guys. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about, I imagine like 8 million projects over the last couple of weeks, and it's like, you can imagine with how many projects I've told you about, how much work I'm actually getting done on any of them. But I'm actually very excited to start working on some, like getting some real work done on some and finishing up some others, and just generally getting some crap done. That's what I'm excited about. So first things first, so many of you know that this is the final week of our character showdown, of your favorite character in the Road to Aslan series showdown. It is the final week. It's Crab versus Nereza. And honestly, this is the exact pairing I thought we would end up with, because these are my two favorite characters. So like, I had a feeling we would come down to Crab versus Nereza. For a second there, with the Crab versus Draven, I thought Draven was going to win, and that was like something I didn't expect, because honestly, this is going to sound terrible, I didn't expect Draven to make it past round 1. I actually thought when it was Draven versus Ren, that Ren was going to win, and it was Draven who came out on top, and I was like, oh wow, okay, well, so like it was really crazy seeing the Draven versus Crab go up, because I was like, that was such a big voting poll, but I knew Nereza would make it. I knew that. Like that was, but I knew, like I had a feeling it would come down to Crab versus Nereza, and I'm really excited about it. But like, if you guys haven't voted yet, go do that, because I need you to vote on who your favorite character is. It is the final week. Final week. And he's not on yet, and I know he'll pop in, but Frankie hasn't voted on it yet. And that's who that crab picture is of. So I'm expecting a big fluctuation once Frankie votes. But yeah, it's been strange. See, like I knew that's what we come down to, but like right now the gap that's there seems suspicious. Already voted. Perfect. Thank you, Jen. My vote wasn't biased at all, but it took a second. See, but I knew in the Crab versus Draven fight that your vote was biased, Chris McCallum. I heard that you got paid for you got paid in memes for your vote. It was funny seeing some of the weeks where it was like, so like I was up, I used pictures of other people, like Davis as Draven, Davis as Zash, and Frankie as Crab, versus the original photos of like Charlie as Crab, and like before Zash, like I decided to include Zash, even though he's not technically in the series yet, he is part of this story arc, and we do have a costume for him. But it was like, it was funny seeing some of the weeks being like, oh, you're going down. And I'm like, no matter what, I win. I created these characters. So no matter what, I win. I don't care who wins. My personal favorite character is like, it's like I have to vote for myself, obviously. But like my favorite character, you know, is real up there with Crab and Nereza. Like those are my two babes. Those are my fan favorites. So it's like, this is, my vote was untainted. Excellent. Voted already. I went with Nereza. Excellent. Excellent. You lovely babies. I love you all. All right. You know what? We're gonna paint part of the neck tonight. We're feeling crazy. Feeling crazy and outrageous. Also, I would like to put out there really quick that if you have messaged me this week and I have not gotten back to you, or my answer to you has seemed a little short, it is because my phone, for some unknown reason, has been blowing up this week. Like everybody and their mom has been messaging me over the last like week and a half. And I am not used to that sort of attention at all. So I might, if I'm short with you and like, like it's just because I'm trying to like figure out like priorities. So bear with me, kids. I should answer you if you've messaged me in the last week and I just haven't gotten back to you yet. I'm trying not to forget you. I just got stuff. All right. All right, we got a little bit of next stuff. Oh, you're so cute. Can't deal. All right, brush. But yeah, so that's the first thing. Is this week is the final showdown of our character poll for Road to Aslan. We'll probably do another one again here pretty soon. I might wait like a month or two, but I might do one with all of our cosplays, including the 2 other series that don't exist yet. So including Gremlin Squad, and including Daughters of Triton, which are 2 separate story arcs that are just not part of the series yet, but they are canon. They just don't have a home yet. They're not physically written, because if you guys have noticed, it takes us like a year to get out the next chapter. So we're trying to get faster, I promise. But that's what's going on there. I would say make sure you vote if you haven't. Hey, and if you know what, share that poll with your friends. Because it might be just an aesthetic thing, and your friends might vote on it. And I would love to see what your friends think, even if they aren't, necessarily fans of the series. I'd like to see what people aesthetically think is better. All right. So I'm actually going to go up here. Actually, I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to do a little bit of blue. All the stuff and things, indeed. So that's the first thing. Next on the other things that are going on is Balderdash Monster Smash. That is coming along pretty sweetly, if I do say so myself. I don't have that much of an update, but I would say if you guys wanted, I could always give you guys, a little rundown of kind of the beginning of the game. If you guys want to hear a little bit about that, I can read off. I'll say, because I know I've listed off the characters and the teams before, but we can do a repeat of that. I can let you kind of know how the beginning of the game is going to start off with like the vehicles and what they do. Vehicles, modes of transportation, I should say. But I'll say we can always do a little bit of that if you guys want an update on that. But there's some cool stuff in there. I'm psyched to get it done. I feel like I'm nearing a point of I'm finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with Balderdash Monster Smash. But I'm going to be really hunkering down on it here in the next couple of weeks on what is going on and how it will run, and we'll do maybe do a couple live tests of it, see how it goes with a couple of friends here in town. Hello, Ember. Welcome in, boo. itchy nose. All right, and then actually we're going to have a thinner brush here. Same blue though. Just get a little bit thinner of. So that's how far I want my mouth to go. We'll come back to it and shape it really nicely later. But I wanted to make sure we at least got the basics of what we're going for here. I'm working on Black Monster dress. Excellent. Excellent, my boo. Excellent. Oh, that's not even at all. That's... There we go. And then I had in my picture here, I had a little bit of there. And this is going to end up kind of modeled in there, but that's, I just wanted to get an idea. There we go. Yes. All right, yeah, so we'll tap that with a little bit more green just to hide that up. There we go. So what else? Oh yeah. So I have an update. So I know I've been talking about forever that I have a new wood stain project coming up, and it officially, hopefully, will be starting tomorrow. Not starting tomorrow, but we will have obtained the things for it tomorrow. I am going to be getting 2 wooden trunks. They're about like yay big. They're pretty cool. But I'm going to be working on new fish stained and designed trunks. One of which I'm hoping to raffle off for Extra Life. So I would say that's going to be the big thing for that. I think is I'm gonna try to raffle it off for Extra Life. I have a whole design. Like I have 2 different designs for both trunks. So that way it's a little bit different, but one of them I'm going to be donating to Wawa WestCon for the Kids Need to Read charity, and then this one is actually going to be for Extra Life this year, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do some live streams with it when I start designing and drawing on them. I'll make sure I have cameras up so we can do the whole process and you guys can see it. But I'm pretty stoked for these new trunks. What else do I got? There's so much stuff. I have so many projects in my brain. Like thinking about it, I just get flustered and can't remember anything. Here we go. So Balderdash Monster Smash we talked about. Wooden trunk. The silicone fin update that's coming soon. I would say I didn't get to do it before the last con, but I do plan on doing it here pretty soon. I'm going to be updating pretty much all of my fish characters with new silicone fins that are a little bit more fin-like, less zip ties. And then I have obviously Extra Life coming up. I have my pants project, as I like to call it, if I haven't showed you guys that yet. Actually, so you'll notice behind me, I have all these stacks of pants that I've ripped up. Because I don't know about you guys, but I rip through my pants like it's my job because I have big thighs, or as the kids like to say these days, thick. But I have a ton of jeans that have just ripped up throughout the years, and I was like, I'll do something with these, or I'll turn them all into shorts. You know, you're never gonna do it. So like, I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do something with it. And I found this person who had made a big jean blanket, and I was like, oh, fish scales, kids. So I've been cutting out these big old fish scales, these big old noodles. And I'm going to be sewing around them, obviously tacking everything down and cutting up and putting them on this big backing, and have a big fish scale backdrop for when I rearrange this room, because a rearranging is coming. I feel it in my bones that it's time to rearrange things. I'm getting stagnant and going crazy. So I figure when I sew all that together, I'll hang it on the wall behind me. That way there's actually, I'm going to have just a plain wall behind me, but we're going to do the big fish scale as my permanent background for Makeup Mondays. That's my new, that is my new thing I'm doing right now. It's like a back burner project when I can't like focus on my actual projects. I go work on that. All right. Now. All right, so we got the green on there. We got the little bit of blue. I say we're gonna go back in with some more blue in just a little bit, but at the moment we're gonna go in with some darker green to get the contour going. Get the contour. So, because my cheekbones are right there. Right there. I got them high cheekbones. It's a blessing and a curse. And then pretend to have a jawline. Doot, 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 doot. Color under the nose. Under the nose. Make it look like there's shadows on the sides of the nose. Create the illusion that I have a beautiful thin nose instead of one that's been broken 5 times. I'm gonna do a little bit in the eye creases, and by a little bit I'm gonna make it look like a terrifying stage mom. I'm gonna leave it blue up there, but I am gonna put a little bit of the dark green in here. So I might bring the blue back out on the the very edges. That's neither here nor there. We'll come back to it. Is the point I'm trying to make here. All right. I'm going to do a little bit in there, just a little of the lines. This is actually going to be an interesting one because I want to kind of create this look of mottled skin. And I've never successfully done that before, but I feel like today's the day because the tank is clean. Got to run net for now, but I'll hop on later again. Okay, well, we love you, Chris. You're wonderful. Live your dreams, tiny unicorn. We'll see you again. This came out rather green, but that is just fun. My homunculi. Under the chin a little bit, just to blend it into the light green just a little bit more. So we're gonna just color that the rest of the way in, honestly. Let's be fair here. Put too much green, I can always lighten it back up. It's not like it's a black or a red. It's not impossible to lighten back up. Plus, it's water-based paint, so I just put water on it. It comes off. That's the beauty of water-based. If I do say so myself. But yeah, there's so many projects going on, guys. I have so many things. I have a ton of new art for you guys. I've actually I started on, so for those of you who have paying a little bit of attention, there is, I said we have a couple new goals for this year coming up for Extra Life. The final goal of which is not becoming a character in our next comic, and that is only because we haven't put our last one in a comic yet, and I don't want to get backlogged on just adding new characters. So I say the next 2 coming up, I would say we got to get them in, and then we'll open it up maybe next year. But we are writing a mini comic in our kind of like chibi style, like I do all the stickers. We're going to do a little mini comic. So if we reach our ultimate goal of 3,500 for the stream, I'll say we'll actually make that a free comic that anybody can access. And we'll post it on the website. We'll post it on Facebook, but it will unlock for everyone. I might do a couple streams of you guys getting to see a little bit of it as a sneak peek. But right now I've been working on it and talking it over with Charlie, and we're actually thinking we're going to make it a little bit of a sneak. It's going to have some thank yous in it for Extra Life, but we're actually thinking we're going to make it Gremlin Squad. give you guys a little bit taste of who they are, those 3 characters, give you a little bit of an adventure for them, since it is going to be probably a while before we actually start writing their comic book series. But I'm pretty excited about that. But I would say I think after last year we made it to $3,000. So if we make it just a $500 more this year, I would say that unlocks for everybody. Everybody gets it. I would say so. I'm pretty excited about that. Thirsty. Doot, doot, doot. Who pays me? All right. Let's do some more blending. Blending, 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 blending. And obviously we'll put some powder over top of this, which will blend everything a little bit more. But for now, we're just going to do it as I like. I'm going to call it right now for the first time ever. I'm going to do wet blending, where I'm just adding a little bit of water in with the makeup that's already there, since it is all water-based face paint at the moment. And we're just going to blend it a little bit more that way. Oh, goodness. Phone, what are you doing? Oh, I almost blocked you, Zia, by accident. My phone just like tapped something. It was like block Zia, and I'm like, no, clear, no. Ah. So you can't block Zia. Zia's like one of the favorites. Golden children of Proteus. Gold Star Proteus. There we go. Oh goodness. Okay, guys. How you doing? Yeah. Hard day of playing. Are you warm? Did I turn the air conditioning up too high so it's too hot? Or are you just sleeping? You're just napping. Okay. I love that dog. I love that dog so much. Okay. Back at it. There you go. You just get spread eagle for the rest of the stream. Here is my dog's genitals. This is why I'll never make it big anywhere. I can't be trusted. All right. Pictures of TikTok. Give me things. Oh, Lenore. Kiki. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, there is. Oh, this was a Gilda brush. I can tell by how much brown is on it. Let's see. What else do I got coming? I got. We'll do the Balderdash Monster Smash update in a minute, because I would say because especially if Jen's still on, I know she's very interested in it. But let's see. Oh yeah, no. So I was saying I'm very happy. I'm about to have a breather for like a month. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I don't even know what to do with myself. Like I need a little bit of a breather. Like I'm so tired and so peopled out is the only way to like put that. I'm like, more things. Oh, I'm very, very tired, and I just need some like time by myself to get things done, and it just was not happening. All right, so I looked up a couple of videos and not really videos, but I looked up a couple of pictures of some people who did modeling on their skin kind of thing, and so this is how we're gonna start it. and we'll see what happens from here, because I'm gonna blend it all in, and then it's gonna be a couple layer process, but I want to see if I can get it to look the way I want it to. So we're gonna see what happens. No promises, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. Essentially, when I looked it up, the internet said use an airbrush, and I went, "That's rookie talk. That's quitter talk for Kates. I don't have the time or the patience to learn how to airbrush. I'm gonna do it the hard way, or not doing it at all." Essentially, I'm doing this way harder than it needs to be. I could just do this with an airbrush, but where's the challenge in that? I guess. I don't know. No, airbrush isn't for slackers, because people do some really great stuff with an airbrush. People do some really amazing work with airbrushes. It's just that, like, I wouldn't be able to do an airbrush for a live video because airbrushes are so loud. So maybe once I get to England and I can't do live videos as much, I'll start using an airbrush. That's actually probably what's gonna happen. Is I'll go to England and I'll be like, oh, I can't do live videos, because that's something I've been thinking about recently. Is like, oh God, what happens to Makeup Monday once I get to England? Because right now in England, it is like 1 a.m. I can't do anything with an airbrush or a regular brush. Hard enough time doing my makeup. That's fair. But it's like, it's gonna be like 2 a.m. for me in England when Makeup Monday usually airs. So I'm trying to decide what's gonna happen to Makeup Monday, and it might turn into one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do like pre-recorded videos for Makeup Monday, and then maybe once a month, like, stay up late and do a Makeup Monday for everybody live. Like, it's something I'm thinking about right now, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not stressing about it yet, because I still got like 8 months until that happens. But it is something I am thinking about. I'm trying to figure out. I can't do makeup at all. Zia, I feel you. I also could not do makeup at all. Like, it took a lot of practice. Makeup takes practice and the want to do so. That's the way I look at it. Is that, like, I've always been like, okay, yeah, no, like, one day I'll upgrade to good things that are like, decent quality equipment and stuff, and that day has not happened yet. All right, let's go back to the weird modeled skin. Yeah. I was like, because I know last week I posted a picture of all of the Makeup Mondays that I've saved of the last like 2.5 years. And just looking at some of like my first makeup versus like the last month of makeup that I've done, I'm like, oh wow, that's a huge difference. Like, this is Tinkers on my mom's account. I missed the starter today. What kind of fish are you doing? I am doing Tiktaalik. It is an extinct fish from the way back in the day. It's a prehistoric fish. It's the first fish to have shoulders. It was the first fish to walk on land. Tiktaalik. But we're still in the beginning stages, so you haven't missed that much. This one's gonna take a minute. But hello and welcome in, kitten. They were pretty. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Yeah, no, but you can see how much, like, I was like just looking back at some of them that I was like, oh wow, yeah, that was, you know, like, because I can't count like the very first Makeup Mondays, because the very first Makeup Mondays were just me doing the Fish We Already Have's makeup. Like I was like, oh, I can practice makeup in the mirror with like the Fish We Already Have. And it wasn't until like maybe like 3 or 4 months in that I was actually doing like new fish and just kind of experimenting. And I think honestly it was just different designs I had in my brain, not necessarily real fish. Real fish I don't think actually took hold until like a year ago. And then on top of that, I didn't start going live every single week until exactly a year ago. Like I think it was March of last year that I really just started being like, no, I 100% have to be live on Monday. Like it was, I'd post something makeup related, but I wouldn't go live all the time. So now it's like a permanent, like I've been live for a year every Monday. And it's weird thinking that like in 8 months it's going to go back to not always being live again. Like I'm like, oh, I gotta make an action plan, because this is, you know, this is something that I do now. This is my weekly routine, is Makeup Monday. So I gotta figure that out. Have you ever had to wash off all makeup before con because you didn't like it? No, actually. I've gotten close with Charlie's makeup. Never mind. Because this is the thing, is that so with all of my makeup, I've had weeks, if not months, preparing this character, either on Makeup Monday or just on my own in the mirror, just like practicing makeup and kind of giving a general idea. And I mean, I do every week for Makeup Monday, I draw my own pictures for like my basic outline of what I want for my picture. So like I do a ton of practice on mine, but Charlie's makeup a lot of the times is something I practice on myself maybe once or twice, but me and Charlie have very different face shapes, and what I have on my face may not look good on his face, and I have to practice quite a few times. But Charlie's not always available or wants me to practice makeup on his face, and you guys have seen the couple Makeup Mondays I did with him where he fidgets all the time. So Charlie's makeup have been like, oh God, let me fix it. But with, how did that even happen? There was an ear in my water. But I haven't ever had a makeup on my own that I've taken off right before a con. There have been parts of it that I've been like, oh God, and like will wipe off and then redraw. But the first year, I would say I had a lot of issues with when Nereza kept essentially evolving, I'll say. Is the easiest way to put it, is that I didn't really have an actual design for her yet, other than, you know, like the basic green that I had her. There were a couple cons that like when the pictures would post, I'd be like, oh my God, I hate how her makeup looks. Because I kept drawing her eyebrows higher and higher above my own eyebrows, but then you could see my eyebrows, and I was like, oh God, nope, we gotta fix that. Like her, if you look from original Nereza to now, obviously she's got the yellow and the yellow, like she's got yellow eyes, yellow lips, and now I no longer do the bodysuit. I actually just paint my chest, so I have the yellow and green chest, and it's, you know, it evolved over time to something I'm now very, very happy with, but it's a very, very simplistic makeup. There's not a lot of effort that goes into Nereza. I think the hardest face paint I have is Gilda, and I now do that live on stage for almost every show that we do. And that's an experience, because that actually helped a lot with me getting better and at letting go of some of the imperfections that are on your face as you're doing makeup. Like, and Like Makeup Monday allows me to experiment. I can just do whatever the heck I want. But when you're doing it live on stage for an audience, I only have an hour and I have to get it done. So like it will be a manner of me just being like, nope, yeah, the line's a little off from what you would usually do, but just keep coloring in because you don't got time to go back and fix it. You only got 20 minutes left and you spent the first 10 talking. So it's a process, to be sure. That's okay, so we're gonna start blending these guys in. And I have a little bit of eyeshadow on it, but not a ton. So that's just to start getting that kind of mottled look in there. And this I'm actually very, like, talking about, like, have you ever hated a makeup so much you've washed it all off? Yeah. The stuff like this where I'm experimenting with something I've never really done before. I know on Makeup Monday, I've completely redesigned halfway through a stream, but like I'm never really experimenting before a convention. Now last weekend, not this weekend, but last weekend was definitely one of those where I actually experimented right before the con, but I did a combination of some of my favorite Makeup Mondays for Mad Monster on the Friday night where it was just us roaming around kind of having fun. I was like, I don't really want to, for like 2 hours that I'm going to be in, like for the 2 hours I'm going to be in a costume, like, is it worth it getting all done up or just do my makeup? So like I did an experimental kind of like just mixed a couple together and went out like that. What kind of references are you using for the modeling? So I actually typed in on Google modeling skin special effects, and I'm looking at somebody's kneecap. Hold on, I'll actually put the link in. Like mid-makeup, you didn't quite dig the way it was. Yeah, like that time. All right, so this is kind of gross, guys, and I apologize. So please proceed with caution when you click on this link. It's going to take you to Pinterest, but this is the reference I'm using for the modeling. So it is a little gross. I'll be completely straight up with you guys, but like take a look. That's kind of what I'm using as a reference. But yeah, there have been plenty of Makeup Mondays when would you ever take a job for television doing makeup? Probably not, because you usually to do makeup for television you have to have some sort of degree or certification in doing makeup, and I am 100% self-taught. So no. I have no real training. Everything I've done is from guess and check and doing it over and over and over again. So I can't exactly, in good consciousness, be like, yes, I would take your gig for doing makeup for like a show or a play. Or it's like, no, because I don't have any real certification that would allow me to do so. And no. Now, have I thought about every so often I'll get a hair across my ass and be like, hey, I should go back to school and learn how to do special effects makeup. And then I look at the price tag and go, not worth it. For something that I'd only be doing to benefit myself. Like I'm not looking to get a job in makeup artistry or anything like that. It would literally just be for my own costume usage, and I see that as a waste of money, especially since I'm trying to produce a comic book, you know? It's like I'm trying to make a comic book, so I can't warrant spending the money. But I would also wager I'm not good enough to do makeup for TV. I can't do regular everyday makeup to save my life. And really, I'm good at doing fish makeup. That's about it. That's kind of that's my own thought on it, but that's, the credentials for being a makeup artist are really more experience-based, and FX works tend to be a company, not an individual. Very true. Very true. Now, have I thought about like reaching out to like Creature FX people and be like, teach me? Yes, all the damn fucking time. Because like I would love to make prosthetics for all of my costumes, and yeah, VBS next time. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'll be at VBS. Excellent. What is VBS? I don't know what VBS is, but that's yes. See you in 2 weeks. How I get into to be a pro makeup artist all the time because of teaching theater makeup. See, I grew up with theater makeup. Like that. Like I knew how to do theater makeup at like 9. But that's what my mom does costumes and stuff like that, and it's one of those things where that's just normal stuff you learn. Yeah, I'm cool. I never want to be on like a reality show ever. Like that's never something that sounds interesting to me. That sounds awful. Hello, Katie. Oh, very good, very good. Well, you have a fantastic time at Bible school. But yes, will you be at AFW this year, Zia? Because I'll definitely see you there. I believe, as of right now, I think I'm going still. I haven't really gotten any information on how I'm getting there. But as far as I've been told, I am going to have a table. And I'm going to be debuting Balderdash Monster Smash. Kitty! Hello, Kitty. Welcome in. I liked your 4th of July pictures of Deku. Excellent! That's going to be so exciting. Oh, God, this is going to take forever. That's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here for the long haul, right? That's felt like a puppy instead of a bunny. Everybody does bunnies. That's fair. Either way, I liked it. It's always so hard to talk when I'm doing like this part of my face that's so like close to the mouth. So all I want to do is talk to you guys, but I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I could probably get a better brush for blending out, but I'm lazy. I feel like struggling. No, I'll make an effort. That one might be better. Hold on, let's try that. This is a bit of an older brush, so it's got some more pliancy to it because it's so old. Bunnies are cute though. That's fair. That is fair, Miss Kitty. Okay, what else do I got? What else? Like I'm trying to like dole out everything before I just talk about my weekend for the whole rest of the video. Let's see. Oh, so I was talking about art. That's what I was talking about. So one, I'm working on the Extra Life comic. Two, I'm actually also working on the Extra Life thank you cards. Three, I have a whole bunch of new drawings that I've done over the last like 2 weeks or so, including like the 50 drawings that I have from the last 2 years that I'm going to be posting for you guys to see, because there's a ton of Children of Proteus art that's just kind of been like, I don't know, lost to the ages, I guess would be the best way to put it, because I just forgot that that's something that I could post. So it's a lot of me like finishing up old pieces and coloring them like I have been and making them out and about for you guys to see and kind of enjoy. But I recently I got really bored one night and I drew gender bent versions of Nereza and Meduso, Billy and Ren and Draven, and they are hilarious. Is the only way to put it. Like that's I'm very excited for you guys to see those because some of them are downright hilarious. Some are just awesome. But I have a whole bunch of new stuff for you guys to see art-wise. I cannot wait to start pumping them all out there and letting you guys in on a little bit of the magic that happens behind the scenes, you know? A big part of that is me actually cleaning up a lot of stuff. There's a whole bunch of Children of Proteus stuff that's just kind of, it's getting lost and it's getting damaged, and so I actually got my hands on some binders and some protective sheets and stuff like that, and I'm actually in the process of preserving a lot of our stuff and putting it places where it's not going to get damaged over the next couple of years when we're moving and over in Europe for the next 3 to 8 years. It's like I'm trying to do a better job of keeping all of our stuff in a way that can be, cherished later. But I really need to do a big overhaul of things that I have that I can post, and because I said this a couple months ago that I felt like I was running out of things to post for, like, it just felt like every day I was struggling for a new post, and I really shouldn't, because there's so much stuff that I haven't posted that's just sitting in the waysides. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing with all this stuff that I'm not using it, And I'm really trying to get out there and use all this stuff that we have. That's good stuff that maybe at the time I was just too self-conscious to use, and now I don't give a fuck. Hello, Bam! Oh, God. Okay. But yeah, I'm really trying. Excellent. Hello, Bam. All right, there we go. I'm gonna leave it like that with the blue for now. What I'm gonna do, other than, hold on, I'm gonna actually blend these in a little bit. I know they're gonna be actual lines in a little bit, but I'm gonna blend these just for now. Because with the modeling, I'm gonna bring in a little bit more green and a little bit of yellow just to kind of get that weird kind of discoloring going. Oh. Yeah. Just a little bit like that. Mmm. Tasty cakes. Yeah, I needed like a really extreme picture of skin modeling too, because like a lot of people will do it and it's very subtle, but I'm like, no, I need like disgustingly like ridiculous modeling going on so I can get like a good accurate representation of how it should work with other colors other than just flesh tones. We'll get this going. We'll get it all going. But yeah, so this weekend, so we'll start talking about my weekend. I've been trying to like push it off just so I could talk about other things first and not like talk your guys' ears. But this weekend for the 4th of July, I went to Sedona, Arizona. Very excited. I got to hang out with my friends Adam and Atai, who are old high school friends of mine. Well, actually, they go back as far as like elementary school and middle school. Like we've been friends for a long ass time. And I mean, you know how it is when like you grow up and you lose touch with friends like that. And it wasn't until I moved to Arizona. They actually live in Los Angeles, and we've kind of just been reconnecting, and it's kind of been this neat little like, oh my gosh, look how fucked we all were, but look how we are now. Like I mean, granted, don't judge, you know, but like how far we've all made it from the little basket cases we were in high school and we were in middle school, like with everything going on. Like it's kind of nice to be like, hey, we survived. But it was a really good weekend. We went to Sedona. We had a really good time. We climbed 2 mountains. I want you to know I'm very out of shape. That mountain, the first mountain, bitch slapped me. I'll be honest. Like, holy moly, guys. I was not prepared for climbing a mountain that steep. Because in Arizona, we have, like, you know, down in Tucson, we have mountains. You know, nothing too crazy, but we got mountains, we got hills, we got trails. Yet no, this was like a straight up mountain. Nothing we needed like climbing equipment for, thank God. I would have said hell no. But it definitely told me how out of shape I am. But it was freaking amazing. Sedona is beautiful. I called Charlie and I'm like, dude, you would love it here. They don't fire any fireworks off on the 4th of July. This is the freaking best. Actually, this was also the first year I didn't have to worry about Charlie on the 4th of July in like 5 years. Because they don't shoot off fireworks in South Korea. Because they don't celebrate the 4th of July. It's like a dream come true for me. They're like, what do you mean? I don't have to hide my husband and my dog? This is the best day ever. So that was kind of an exciting moment on the 4th of July. Because I can't tell you how much I hate fireworks. Granted, I grew up in a state that they were illegal until I was like 16, and they finally made like the sale of fireworks, other than on a professional level, legal. But like I think fireworks are so stupid. I hate fireworks. I really do. I would say one, most of the time the people letting them off are not even remotely people that you would want near any type of fire. But two, it's one of those things where it's like, I live with a veteran, you know, and he has a adverse reaction to hearing fireworks go off. It's not something that he enjoys, and it's the last couple of years in Wichita were very stressful, where I had to take Charlie and my dog out of town every single 4th of July weekend for every single night of the weekend, had to request off the entire time off work because I had to make sure that they weren't at home. I had to make sure that they were somewhere that they would feel safe. And that is freaking ridiculous, I have to say. Like, I hate fireworks. I hate them. So it was really nice not to have to worry about them this year being like, oh, no fireworks in Sedona, no fireworks in Korea. It's a good old time. Now, granted, Artemis did stay here with Danielle and Chris, but they both said like their dogs did okay. There weren't that many fireworks off in their neighborhood anyway, other than the professional ones that were in. I'm like, thank God. But I hate fireworks. I think they're stupid. I'm not a fan of fireworks. But yeah, that was but no, Sedona was really good. So we went to Sedona, and obviously because we're little spiritual kids, we were like, we gotta go see the vortexes, obviously. So we went to Cathedral Rock the first day, and we had every intention of doing Cathedral Rock and Bell Rock on the same day because we're crazy. But it turns out I'm cripplingly out of shape. So I got up about 3/4 of the way up Cathedral Rock before I just had to lay on the ground because I was like, everything in my body feels like it's gonna die. But yeah, I was like, nope. I'm not going any farther. You guys can go on without me. I'm gonna lay on the ground because it was just like all of a sudden it was like, oh, my legs feel like jello. And it feels like my bones turned to air and my muscles just got like 8 times heavier. I'm just gonna lay on the ground face down. I was like, I'm done. Just leave me where I fall. The next day we were like, no, that won't stop us. We're still gonna climb the other one. So Bell Rock was actually a lot of fun. We got up. I think we got up farther than we did on Cathedral Rock. But it was a lot of fun, I have to say. Like, I did really enjoy myself. Like, I got hit in the face with like a mountain, but like I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed. And it was this whole weekend was a really nice like little bit of like a little bit of a vacation, but not really, because it's like I've been traveling so much, so like the fact that I had to like travel didn't feel so much like vacation, but it did give me some like much needed like, okay, after this weekend I need some time to myself to get some crap done. I need some me time. I need some time to myself. I need some time to get everything organized and ready for, the next step of what we're doing. It's like, 'cause I feel like right now is that we're in a kind of a lull of children parties, and it's not really a lull. It's just the next step is waiting, but I'm so disorganized right now, I can't get to it. So I really need to organize and figure out where everything is and what the plan is and kind of make an action plan of how I'm moving forward. And I think everything will work out really nicely. I think that's, it's just going to take a minute. I just got to take some time and figure all this crap out. So like I said, if guys, if you have messaged me and I just haven't gotten back to you, I will get back to you eventually. I got to get some stuff done. I got to get some stuff finished for myself first. But yeah, so that's why my whole body hurts. Like my shoulders are all achy, my arms are achy, my legs hurt, my feet hurt. We actually went to a place called Beaver Creek after Bell Rock. After Cathedral Rock. And that was a lot of fun. We actually we were going exploring in this little creek area. It was really awesome because the only problem is it was covered in slimy rocks. Like it was covered in algae rocks. And so we were sliding out the rocks constantly and stubbing all of our toes. So like all of our feet are bruised. But there were all little crawdads and minnows everywhere, and it was awesome. And then we went to this little part that was kind of, we didn't really realize it was like stagnant water, and we ended up covered in leeches, but still worth it. I thought it was hilarious. Like they were grossed out, but I was like, this is hilarious. Look at all the leeches. But we were sitting there for like 10 minutes in this one part, just getting covered in leeches. Oh God, the best. But yeah, it was a really good weekend, and I just gotta take some time and do my Kate thing and get it done. But a lot of the times I'm my own worst enemy with stuff like that, and I will keep myself from working on things. I'll work on anything else but what I'm supposed to be. So it's going to take me just like, I know it's going to take me like 2 weeks just to get to that point. Catch you later, food time. Have fun, Chris. I'm working on an action plan to go forward with my shop. Alice and I are finished. And I finished your best friend's wedding dress Friday, so now I can get back to work. Excellent. Oh, I'm glad you guys get that done. But yeah, I really just gotta buckle down and get some work done. Get some updates going for the website. Get Extra Life bumped up, and so you guys have some more active updates on that. Yeah, there's just so much coming. There's so much happening. There's so much going. No rest for the wicked, kids. No rest. But that's why we do it, right? I have to finish Aizawa and get to work on Dante. I feel that. Yeah, Narwhal has been sitting in a box, waiting to be finished one day. Just probably singing like Snow White. One day my prince will come. That's probably what Narwhal is doing in a box. Because I've just been ignoring it. I gotta run, not feeling the greatest today. Have fun. I love you, Becky. Feel better. It's okay. She'll get finished one day. She'll get, one day. Love you too, boo. I think I need better / more pigmented makeup. Now I have no choice. My current palette just won't do smoky eyes. That's fair, homie. I mean, so the brand I use is BH Cosmetics for all of my eyeshadows. I do the really bright pigmented ones like this guy. It comes with a full-on black that comes out very, very black. But they also, I don't know if they still have it, but their Series 6 palette had a lot of really nice kind of more neutral and darker tones that might pull off a nice smoky eye for you. Now looking down, I'm like, oh my God, I just showed you the dirtiest palette in the world. I'll look into it, Lulz. You should see mine. No, I feel that like this is why I'll never be a real beauty blogger right here, guys. I would say, because people like always show like the brand new one that's like never been touched ever, and then there's mine where it's like I've obviously used all the blues and greens and purples more than like any of the pinks. Like it's like, yes, this is my makeup palette. I don't take care of it. Now, meanwhile, I do have that same palette, but slightly newer. But you'll see I use like all of the yellow. But I use it till it's dead. I'm not going to buy a new palette. Ugh. Tina Shay is watching. Hello, mother. Well, I'm going to have to do a lot of blending after this layer, but it's worth it. It's worth it. That's what I have to tell myself. Because all of this is coming out way more Technicolor than I meant it to, but that's fine. What are you tonight? I am Tiktaalik tonight. It doesn't really look like it yet, but I am Tiktaalik tonight, which is the first fish to have shoulders. Is the last week of my extinct fish month. That is. Oh, speaking of which, we're looking at invasive species as number 1. All right, kids. All right, I see you. But it's my last night of doing extinct fish for the month. So next month we start a new batch of types of fish or themes, and we're looking at invasive species, damselfish, triggerfish, or trout. Nobody has voted for trout. That's fine. But we have invasive species at 58%, damselfish at 17%, triggerfish at 25%. So it's gonna be looking like looking pretty good for invasive species. But I think it also might be because I've been just talking about doing that for like 4 months, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a break in between endangered versus like, endangered versus like invasive. Go from like we need to save these fish 1 month to like kill these fuckers. So we're going in and we're doing some blending right now just to get, because it ended up way darker than I wanted it to, but at the same time it did do exactly what I wanted it to. But yeah, no, Sedona was gorgeous. It was an amazing time. I mean, yes, I got my ass kicked by a mountain, but I will take it. It was an amazing weekend, lots of adventures, really nice catching up with people. I hooked Natai up with my mom, so to help her out with trying to figure out some things with her careers. And it was just a good weekend all around. It was just put a lot of things, like it helped me organize a lot of things, like talking to them, talking about how they've been working things out in their own lives and being like, oh, maybe I should try that. That seems like a really smart idea that might help me out a bit. Hold on. So today, if you guys are friends with me on regular Facebook, I posted a post from Notes and Nerds. I went to Ghostbusters Fan Fest a couple weeks ago, but I was hanging out with the Swashbusters for Ghostbusters, and we had Eric from Notes and Nerds, and he was doing a couple of interviews, and I actually ended up doing one myself with Lamoris Richmond, who is one of the writers for some of the early Ghostbusters comics. And in the video, he mistyped my last name like everywhere. So my last name isn't Shea, it's Shae, and I was like, that's hilarious. That's fine though. I was like, it's fine. Like, you got it right in the actual, like, saying it. I'm not even worried. Hello, Andrea. But yeah, I really like that video. And then also today, I would say Ben of Brass Engine Productions, he posted something that he's making for my husband, making for Mr. Charlie. He posted a video of revealing the logo on a thin wallet for Charlie. I thought was pretty dope. I'm actually pretty excited about it because I had no idea about it. I was like, oh, cool. Share that. So I'm hopefully going to be sharing both of those on Children of Proteus here pretty soon, so you guys get a chance to see some of that. But I was pretty stoked, pretty stoked for all this Children of Proteus stuff that just popped up all of a sudden, and I didn't have to do it. That's why I love things like Fanfish Friday, where I don't even have to think about it. It's like, oh, you guys sent me fan art? Hell yeah. Free post. Easy thing for me to be like, hey, look at what so-and-so did. Saw him drink the cactus juice. Yes. I was at that. Hello, Karen. Yeah, no, so he this weekend he woke up early in the morning on a Saturday for himself. I know for us it was like 7 p.m. But he woke up early on a Saturday for us, and he did a live stream of him eating weird Korean things that he found. He was actually pretty convinced that was going to be aftershave. That's what he was convinced it was. But it was in the drinks section when he bought it. But that was he had that thanks to Miss Jen Palmer, who donated to our Extra Life charity event, and she got to choose what Charlie ate on the live stream. So thank you very much, Miss Jen, for donating. But Charlie's gonna be doing that for the next couple of months. He's gonna be getting up on weekends, and we might adjust the time a little bit of when he does it, or maybe do some pre-recorded instead of live. But he's going to be doing those for the next couple of months leading up to the actual live stream of Extra Life to kind of do some hype on it. All right. Oh, God. My back and my shoulders. I got to work out more, guys. All right. So we're going to do just a little bit of more green in there. I think I'm going to do just a tiny bit of orange in here just to give it kind of a weird, sickly look. Just a tiny bit. Not a ton. We're not going to go overboard with it. She says as she puts it over her entire face. But like when you look at like how like drastic modeling that people do, it's like because it's a purpley red, and then they'll put like yellow in it, which gives it that sickly kind of look. And I think that's what I need to kind of make this look a little bit more the way I want it to. I don't know for sure, but we're gonna experiment just a tiny bit. If anything, I just don't post a picture of it on Instagram later. That's how you know I didn't like it. Right in the eyeball. I like that side better than this side, but I think that's because I have more weird shapes on this side than that side. That just determines what side of my face I take the picture on, that's all. Ugh. God dang. Alright. Let's see. What else we got? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna look into. I don't know if I posted it yet, but we'll check right now. So I wanted to update you guys on what our tiered goals for Extra Life are this year. Hold on. All right, so our goals for this year's Extra Life stream, Miss Kittens out there. So for those of you who are wondering, you know, like, yeah, I want to donate, but like, what's in it for me? You know, as people do. So if we make it to $250 in donations, that is our first little tier for us. We're aiming for $3,500. That is the ultimate what we're aiming for this year. But if we make it to $250, we're actually going to do we're going to do 5 giveaways. We're going to raffle off 5 packs of stickers. So that includes all the stickers we currently have, including a couple of exclusives specifically printed out for Extra Life, which there will only be 10 made. So I would say if you want you like our stickers and you want some more stickers and you want some exclusive ones that we're going to make for Extra Life, I'll be posting pictures of those pretty soon of what you're going to be getting with those. But we're going to be raffling off 5 packs of those. So we're going to do 5 winners, and that we'll be sending them out to you guys. If we make it to $500 in donations, it's going to be kind of like we did with Ocean Conserve. Right now, it's a 20-hour stream. Once we reach 500, it gets moved to 24 hours. I would say we will go live for the full 24 hours if we make it to $500. If we make it to $750, we will do 1 full hour of punishment trivia. And what punishment trivia is, for those of you who are like, what the heck is that? So we took the concept of our box of mystery, and we essentially are going to answer trivia questions from this box. And every time you get a question wrong, you have to eat from the box of mystery. So we're calling it punishment trivia. It's going to test how smart we are. That's essentially what we're aiming for here. Is that, like, you know, you can also just donate for punishment trivia, and we'll do you choose who the question goes to, and we'll do a quick fire punishment trivia. You donate, like, I don't know, anything. Donate something, and we'll do a quick fire punishment trivia. You choose who we ask. That person asks. If they get it wrong, they do the thing. They don't do it. They get to eat food. They get it right, nothing happens. We just move on with the stream. And some of the questions are really easy. Some of the questions are really hard. It's all kind of luck of the draw there. If we reach it at $1,000, we're going to do a comic and merch giveaway. So that will include stickers, a comic, maybe a print, a patch, a couple of other things here and there of our stuff that we have, including like the pins and stuff like that. If we make it to $1,500 in donations, we will all take pies to the face at the end of the stream, kind of like we've done for the last 2. I'll say once we reach 1,500, we'll take pies to the face. I know that's more than last time. For $2,000 donated, we'll do a Scallywag giveaway. We'll do some of their merch, like T-shirts and mugs and stuff like that. We'll send some stuff out to you. I'm going to make sure, unlike last year, I'm going to make sure we actually have the stuff in-house, so I can just package it all before I actually leave town, and it's all getting ready to be sent out immediately. At $3,000, we will raffle off 10 Children of Proteus T-shirts that will be exclusive to Extra Life. We are in the process of making Children of Proteus team shirts with the Flying Fish Bonefish on it for Extra Life, and we're actually going to make a couple of extras just so we can raffle them off to you guys. And then if we make it to $3,500, an exclusive digital comic will be unlocked on our website for everybody, specifically because just for Extra Life. It will be unlocked only for Extra Life for $3,500 in donations. But yeah, that's what we got going on for Extra Life this year. But there's a lot of stuff returning. I've been doing polls on our own charity page where, like with the team, so like to see where everybody's on board. We've been voting on games, but we've also been voting on what food challenges come back. And the only food challenge not returning so far, actually there's two. The only food challenges not returning are Chubby Bunny, because nobody donated for it, and Gross Sodas. Gross Sodas is not coming back. One, because nobody voted for it, and two, because at the end of both streams, I didn't buy any more sodas. Like I didn't buy any between, but I still had 14 left that nobody had donated for. So we opted that one will not be coming back, but we will be bringing back Burn or Bliss chocolate. That is coming back. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up the food challenge poll just so I can look at it. So we have mystery cotton candy coming back. That was actually a resounding yes from everybody that they wanted to do mystery cotton candy again. We are having Burn or Bliss chocolate come back with a vengeance. We did bring in something kind of new this year so some people can get out of it. Miracle Berry tabs were also said that they're coming back. The Twizzler challenge is reappearing. Ghost Pepper bubblegum is also coming back. So we actually have quite a few food challenges coming back, including the box of mystery, but that will be coming in as punishment trivia. But we're voting on games. I'm wondering if Ashley's saying The Herd, if you're talking about Them's Fightin' Herds, the game, and yes, that game is coming back. I say we loved Them's Fightin' Herds. I say if you want to choose when we play it, you can donate, and you can choose when we play it versus choosing to play it. We have quite a few. We have a lot of new games. We have a lot of new games coming in. We found a whole bunch of really fun party games that we can play live. We have a couple that are 100% are Pummel Party. Overcooked is coming back. We're actually going to be playing it for 2 hours this year because 1 hour didn't seem like enough. We are cutting back on an hour of Jackbox games because we did do it for 4 hours for the last stream, and it was like 45 minutes too long, it felt like. And then but that was the thing, is that when we did Extra Life last year, we only did it for 2 hours and it felt too short. So we're cutting it in the middle. We're doing 3 hours this time, and we'll see where we're at with that. So that's coming back. We have, let's see, we have so much. There's so much going on. There's so many plans happening. We're talking about bringing in some things like Twitch Sings for really late night when it's like 3 a.m. to make fools of ourselves when we're just really, really tired and the fucks have gone out the window. We've talked about Mount Your Friends is coming back. Once again, we're going to do it for late night because I think that's when you get the most genuine laughs out of us for that. It's like, because it's like we could play it completely like wide-eyed, and it's like, yeah, that's fine. But I feel like you're trying to be funny, and when you do it at like 4 a.m, it's accidental funny because we're just so tired. It just comes out, and I feel like that's the most genuine time to do Mount Your Friends. We have a couple of things that I'm like, okay, we're gonna do some live action stuff that's kind of a break from doing like around, like just sitting around. I wanted to break it up a little bit to make it so we're moving just a little bit, getting things done. But I'm really excited for this year. I'm pretty pumped. We are losing a couple team members this year, but we are gaining 1 or 2 new team members. Mainly Rainy is one of the ones we're losing. He was there for the full first half of the stream, but he's actually getting deployed literally like the month before Extra Life, so he will not be there. But we do have a friend of mine named Taylor. She's coming in, and so we have a little extra girl power going on. But it's gonna. I'm really excited, guys. I can't wait for this year. I said, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. We have Davis, we have Frankie, we have Little Beard coming back. We have obviously myself. We might have the Swayzes for a little bit, but I think they actually might be doing their own stream this year, a little family centric. So we might actually have a secondary stream happening. If you want a family friendly stream, Swayze wanted to play some games with his daughters. And I think that's a really great idea. The only thing is that for our stream, because we've gotten progressively more inappropriate as the years have gone by, I'm going to have to say no on our end, because I don't want someone tuning in thinking like, oh, family-friendly stream because there's a kid on it, and then we're swearing up a storm. It's like, so I had to be like, but he wants to do one with his daughters, and I think that's a fantastic idea. So we don't know if that's going to happen yet. He might actually just end up with us, but if he does, that's going to be a fantastic little stream to watch, and it's going to be super cute. Oh God, water. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do just a tiny bit more. All right, go back to the modeling skin. God, this leg is so gross looking. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break some of this up. I'm going to go in with some lime green and kind of lighten it just a little. Remember when we were talking earlier about have I ever wiped anything off and just to start over? I mean, kind of. So we're going to get rid of that blue line there. And we're going to get rid of that line there. And you know what? We're going to get rid of that line right there. Yeah, that looks perfect. All right, so we're going to go in with a little bit of lime green, but we're going to go in with the blue first. Oh. There we go. Okay. David Rose is watching. Hello, David. Welcome in, buddy. There we go. We're looking good. There we go. Also, for those of you watching for the Extra Life stuff, if you know any local businesses that would want to get involved with some charity stuff, let them know, because we are looking for sponsors. We are looking for people who want to maybe give us some more stuff to give away, as well as maybe just like if they want to donate something, we'll make them the unofficial sponsor for an hour. We'll put their logo up on the screen and be like, hey, thank you for donating. We'll do like a big thing if they want to donate. So if you guys know any businesses that want to get involved, please give them our info. We would love to have them involved. We're adding a little bit of highlight in there because it did get a little bit muddled in the middle, but that's kind of what we were going for, just so we could get that blue down just a bit. All right, we do need to cover up the lips because we're just going to do an elongated lip instead of any actual lips. We are. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. There we go. Ha ha. Oh. All right, what else do I got? Oh yeah, so we were going to talk about Balderdash Monster Smash. That's what we were going to talk about. So I'll say for those of you who've been paying attention, I'll say with the Balderdash Monster Smash, I'm going to real quick bring it up on my computer so I can actually read you some of the stuff that I have going on. It's currently like 9 pages on my computer. It's ridiculous how long it is. It's gonna get even longer as I finish up the rest of like the stories and stuff that are going on with it. But so for those of you who haven't paying attention, so we have 8 teams. So which means when you guys are at a con and we do have Balderdash Monster Smash going, it's going to be more of a late night panel. It's not going to be like a during the day thing. It is aimed to be a bit inappropriate. But I would say we have 8 teams, which means we can have a total of 16 main characters, like main people participating. I will be the host of it. Obviously, I will be the person running it through, essentially the main narrator for it. But we have 16 players and audience participation. So the teams are as such, because it is kind of a fantasy thing going for it, but it will adjust over time, so we can add some more things in, take some things out. We have the vampire team. We have Team Vampire, Werewolves, Dark Elves, Gnomes, Gorgons, Demons, Androids, and Humans. Those are our teams. So I have Team Vampire. We'll just read you off who we got. Team Vampire, we have Samael Montecristo. He is a teen counselor, and he is with his teammate. I haven't really decided if they're just going to be friends, or I haven't really decided their relationship yet. But Ravana Miyosha is his partner, who is a jazz and tap coach. Our werewolf team is Boyd and Desra Milton. They are going to be a married couple. One is really into CrossFit, and the other one is a professional cuddler. They are in the casino at the time for a self-help like seminar, bazaar, kind of like love yourself kind of thing. We have the Dark Elf team, which is Gwen and Sienna Wielder, siblings, Dark Elf siblings who are former child stars, kind of like, making their way downtown, walking fast because they're homebound. How child stars don't usually, survive into adulthood with their career. That's kind of what these guys are. We have the Team Gnomes, which is Rastic Toner and Yasnar Korji. Rastix is an escort with a drug habit, and Yasnar is a scam caller. They're actually going to end up how they end up in jail is exactly how you'd think they'd end up in jail, because everybody at the beginning of this scenario is in the hotel jail. Like that is where they are at. Our Gorgon team, Gorgons, is Renee Ramesberg. She is a mall cop. She's going to be there with her best friend, Bonquita Quattrell. Bonquita is a barista. They're just looking for a girls' weekend. We have the demon team. We have Nama, who's a beauty blogger, and Yama, who is a midwife. I just thought that would be hilarious to have like a wrath demon just like pulling out babies. We have the Team Android, which we have Synchronized Observer Bot and Rob Bit. Synchronized Observer Bot is a construction worker, formerly a car assembler arm. That is what. And Rob Bit is a professional toaster. And we have the human team, Marianne Jennings and Tim Byron. Marianne is a chicken sexer, and Tim Byron is a dog food taster. And they don't know how they ended up here. They were just going on vacation and somehow ended up in this world, so they don't really know what's going on. How this is going to start off is everybody's going to be in the same kind of hotel, like casino jail, like holding cell, and be approached by myself, who will be an eccentric billionaire / siren that's offering them an alternative to, actually going to jail, and it's to participate in a race to the other side of the country where they will receive riches, a entire estate, and a whole bunch of like money and like full clemency, like full washed records if they participate in this race. And we are slowly but surely going to pick them all off. It essentially is what's going to happen. Is not everybody's going to make it to the end. Not every monster is created equally, and slowly but surely there will be only one standing. The very first thing everybody has to do is, one, it will be rolled to see who goes first, what team gets to go first, like who has the drop on what. But the first thing you have to do is choose your mode of transportation. How we're going to present the mode of transportation. There's going to be a big, like, you get to choose which one you're going to do. You have to roll for it, you have to have enough money for it, and then roll for it to see if you successfully get that vehicle. So, or mode of transportation. So our modes of transportations are plot device eagles, which drop you off halfway across the board, and then you walk the rest of the way. There is, like, just in one turn, it moves you halfway across the board automatically. The next one is train, which will move you 2 spaces every turn. Then I would say, but there's a consequence if you don't roll well for these. If you don't, there's a chance you die. Now, they won't know, people playing this won't necessarily know this, and I want to, like, I don't know if I want to give you guys spoilers or not, but, like, so there's train, underground drill, untested teleporters, goat chariot, mules, wagons, and walking. You have the choice to walk the whole map, but it's like, compared to, like, if someone else is doing, like, the plot device eagles, it's like, how good is walking? But if you don't have any money, you got to do what you got to do, From there, each team actually kind of has their own story they follow of what happens on their way to the end of the game. Every so often they will come across a choice of what's going to happen. It's like they're going to be given some sort of predicament, which is going to be like, okay, choose one or the other. All right, now roll for it, and whether or not you pass or fail. And sometimes that ends in death. Sometimes that ends in just moving maybe 1 space back, or something like, or half your money gets stolen. Little things like that, where it's going to be a whole bunch of misfortune for everybody. But that is kind of the general update on Balderdash Monster Smash. I'm currently still writing everybody's stories and getting those out of the way, but it is coming along. I am also at the same time, on my spare time at like work and stuff, I'm actually designing like the character cards so people can actually have cards to hold on to during the game of like their character's info and who they are, a little description of themselves, as well as fake play money And I'm working on designing a actual board so they can actually see the progression of themselves moving forward. But yeah, it's a work in progress. It's getting there. I worked on it quite a bit today, actually. I was actually very happy to get a moment to sit down and work on it. But yeah, that is the current progress on Balderdash Monster Smash. It is a bit harder than I thought it would be. That's definitely for sure. Like, I thought like, oh, I'm just gonna make like a D&D campaign, and it's definitely, there's a lot more thought in it than I actually initially anticipated. Hold on. But once it's finished, I'm really excited for you guys to actually get a chance to see it played. Because if all goes well, we'll play it. I mean, obviously, we'll play it at AFW and at Big River Steampunk Festival. But if it doesn't, if it does go well, we'll play it on Extra Life. Maybe we'll do a live broadcast of it. You guys can donate to see it. Oh, that actually looks okay. I'm feeling a little bit better about this now. Kind of the thin lines in there with the dark around it. I'm feeling a bit better about it. All right. Yeah, I got like a lot. I can't wait to start working on my pants project too, because I want to start sewing it here pretty soon. But I keep ripping through more pants. Every time I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to start like sewing things down, I rip through another thigh in my pants, and I'm like, never mind, I gotta do this now. I gotta cut out more. Which isn't necessarily bad, because that just means it gets to be bigger and have like a cooler pattern, because it's all of my jeans and stuff like that. So most of them are black, but I have it like, or blue. Those are like the two colors of jeans I wear, but like there's one or two gray pairs in there. So it's going to be a really cool, I think, design once it's finished. But yeah, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to move around the house, because I'm feeling itchy. For those of you who have watched Makeup Monday since, the before time, you know that I regularly move around my house, and I kind of like change up my format because I get bored and I go, okay, I'm done with this now. I'm getting stagnant. Also, fun little factoid, I might be having my parents come out for Thanksgiving this year. Turns out my brother and my sister are both going to their prospective significant others' houses for their Thanksgiving, so my parents are kind of going to be all on their own. And I was like, come here, because I'll also be all on my own, and I'll make dinner. And so I might actually have my parents out, so we might have Mom on Makeup Monday again, maybe even Dad for a little while, which will be exciting, I think. Oh God, there's another hair stuck to that. Oh, there we go. All right, and then we're going to do a little bit of a pointed eye. We're actually probably going to come back in with black for a little bit of it just to get it going. Well, I have to do black still anyway. Like that's the next stage along with some scales. But I wanted to make sure I had this underneath. Yeah, this was just the underneath layer this whole freaking time. Oh, God. And like I said, this did come out a bit more Technicolor than I meant it to, but I think that's okay. Because it's an extinct fish, so who knows what it looked like? One more little itsy bitsy thing I want to do here. I'm going to pat it down. Actually, I should probably get one of my sponges. Where are those? Spongy? We'll worry about it later. We'll do it this way for now. All right, change my mind. Gotta go get a sponge real quick. I'll be right back. Just a little spongy sponge. All right, so Trevor the Asgardian is watching. Hello, Trevor. Hello. How are you, good sir? Welcome in to the crazies. Ding, ding. I just want to do it lightly because I don't want a ton. But you know me and a ton. Nice to see a pretty fish. Oh, gross. Hello. Hello, sir. Missing you guys, but wishing you the best of luck. Oh, thank you, my dude. Yeah, it's been a little weird, like being in an area where like there's like we don't have like as much of a fan base as we used to, but it's been really nice. But it's also equally weird doing it all alone. Because doing it without Charlie has been definitely not as fun. Is the only way to really put that. But it's only 8 more months. 8 more months, and then we get to do it together again. Oh. But I'll be in Wichita in August for Anime Festival Wichita. I'll be in town. And then I will be back for Extra Life in November. And then I'll be back for a whole month in February before we actually move to England. Oh, yeah. I mean, the last 6 have gone by really fast. So that's, you know, or the last 5 have gone by pretty fast. But it's definitely not as fun without Charlie. That's for dang sure. I miss my Sass Master General. All right, there we go. I feel like I should have done this to begin with, but that's fine. You'll be here. Yes, I will. I'll say I haven't heard anything about how I'm currently getting there, but yes, I have been told I am a guest at AFW this year. We're actually just gonna open up those little areas. I know I've done all this work on all the modeling on my skin. Now I'm like covering it up in different ways, but I think it's just getting its way. Get here via fish tank. Perfect. Exactly. That's the plan. But yeah, no, I'm super excited. I should be back up for that weekend, hanging out. I know I'll get a lot of texts from people being like, "Let's hang out." I'll be like, "Okay, you got to pick me up though." And then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, maybe next time." As it always. Yeah, no, I'm super pumped because I haven't really seen anybody since, like I said, I was there for Cowtown on Memorial Day weekend. I was in Wichita, and then so I'll be back in August for some fun and hijinks. You know how it goes. All right, now we're gonna do this trick again this week. I know Greg is gonna be like, "Kate, God, you're doing it again, but you hate that." I know. But I feel like it's necessary for TikTok. It's worth it for TikTok. All right, so we're gonna. Yeah. I like that idea. I like that idea, Trevor. I will ride in your truck bed. There we go. Hell yeah. All right. Like that looks good. Like I like that. Like that's what I needed. All right, and then what we do now, we actually add in a little bit more black spotting because they do have little black dots everywhere. Oh god, that one has too much water. You know what? If it leaks, it leaks. And just make it look more like I did it on purpose. Oh, thank you, Senna. Can't wait to see you in September. I miss you, babe. How long have you and Charlie been doing the painting? You mean like makeup and stuff? Well, I've been doing it. I mean, we started Children of Proteus 5 years ago this November. Like we started cosplaying. But I mean, I've always had that kind of like an affinity for stealing my mother's makeup when I was a child. and trying to make myself into Star Wars characters, like if you count that. But I would say about 5 years. I mean, I started doing Makeup Monday 3 years ago this January. Like I've been doing about 2.5 years Makeup Monday, but yeah, I hope that answers the question. Well, if you're talking about comic books, I've always liked to draw. I've just never particularly thought I was good enough at it. And then Charlie came along and was like, "I'm gonna keep going." And I was like, "Oh God, okay. Well, I gotta make sure it looks nice if this is gonna have my name on it." Do 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 do. coming along. Just had a meeting tonight. It's going to be fairy tea. Excellent. I was supposed to talk. I think I'm either talking to Ken tonight or tomorrow. But we're supposed to talk about. I'm going to be doing Balderdash Monster Smash there. And I think we're going to do it Friday night, I think is what we were trying to decide on. Because it does have to be kind of a late night thing because it is mildly inappropriate for children. But I'm sure me and him are going to talk about that here pretty soon. But we were supposed to talk at some point this week. Yeah, I was actually just talking about it like a couple minutes ago. I was kind of giving everybody an update on what's going on with it and some of the tweaks I've been doing and the little things that are kind of planned for it. I'm really excited. Mm-hmm. All right, real one last look at a picture of somebody's done of a TikTok. Let's see if I got the look I want to go for. There's always something after these videos. I'm like, dang it, I didn't do that. So they have to go. Love your work. Next time, talk to you. Try to tell us I said hi. Ah, you've been my silent watcher, Miss Senna. Got it. I always try to figure out who my lurkers are because it will always tell me like 4 people are watching, but only 1 person's commenting. I'm like, hey, lurkers, what's up? Lurkers, say hi. Actually, I noticed Frankie hasn't showed up tonight, and that's concerning because I want to talk to him. I think that is about what we want. I think we're good. I'm just gonna put some mascara on, I think, and then we are donezos. I don't know why I'm putting on this mascara. This mascara never comes off. It's okay. I'll just look fabulous all week long. All right, there we go. I think this is as close as we're getting tonight. I'm not particularly happy with how it looks in regards to like pictures of TikTok, but I actually kind of really like this makeup. So, I'm still going to post it on Instagram. But I think we might come back to TikTok like at another time and redo it and kind of like do another face for it. But I just like this makeup. So you guys have a fabulous night. Make sure you check out all the crazy stuff we're doing. I'll be keeping you guys updated on the new trunk that as it comes along. I'll be keeping you guys up on Extra Life. But if you want to keep up on Extra Life while I'm not live streaming, make sure you add yourself to the guest list so you're up to date on all information on how to donate. And if you want to donate for Charlie to eat weird Korean food, you can do that now because he'll be doing live streams for the next couple of months just promoting for Extra Life. I love you guys. You guys have a great night. I will see you guys next week. And I love you. Bye-bye, kittens.